Hi guys. In this video you will learn important things about OSI Model. What is OSI Model? OSI means Open Systems Interconnection Model is a conceptual framework that describes how information moves from one computer to another over a network. It's a standard model from the International Organization for Standardization. In short, ISO, that helps different products and software work together. Here are the 7 layers of the OSI model, from the lowest to the highest. Physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. Usage of these layers is transmitted data between computers. We will discuss one by one. Number 1. Physical layer. In short, it is responsible for the actual physical connection between the devices. How data transmit with the help of this layer. The physical layer contains information in the form of bits. It is responsible for transmitting individual bits from one node to the next. When receiving data, this layer will get the signal received and convert it into 0 and 1, and send them to the data link layer, which will put the frame back together. Physical layer responsible for concerned with the physical connection between devices. Deals with hardware characteristics such as cables, connectors, and electrical signals. And specifies details like voltage levels, data rates, and physical topology. Physical layer also defines how the data flows between the two connected devices. The various transmission modes possible are simplex, half-duplex, and full-duplex. In half-duplex, data can travel in one direction. And in full duplex, data can flow in both directions simultaneously. So, the physical device are hub, repeater, modem, and cables are physical layer devices. Number 2. Data link layer. The data link layer is the second layer from the bottom in the OSI network architecture model. It is responsible for the node-to-node delivery of data. Its major role is to ensure error-free transmission of information. Data link layer is also responsible for encoding, decode, and organizing the outgoing and incoming data. This is considered the most complex layer of the OSI model as it hides all the underlying complexities of the hardware from the other above layers. Functions of the data link layer. Responsible for reliable data transfer across a physical link. Manages access to the physical medium through protocols like Ethernet. Frames data for transmission, performs error detection, and may handle flow control. There are various benefits of data link layer S. Let's look into it. Framing, addressing, error control, flow control, access control. Number 3. Network layer. The main responsibility of the network layer is to carry the data packets from the source to the destination without changing or using them. If the packets are too large for delivery, they are fragmented, broken down into smaller packets. It decides the route to be taken by the packets to travel from the source to the destination among the multiple routes available in a network, also called routing. The source and destination addresses are added to the data packets inside the network layer. Focuses on logical addressing and routing of data between devices on different networks. Key protocols at this layer include IP Internet Protocol. Determines the best path for data to travel from the source to the destination. The services which are offered by the network layer protocol are packetizing. the process of encapsulating the data received from the upper layers of the network, also called payload, in a network layer packet at the source and decapsulating the payload from the network layer packet at the destination is known as packetizing. Difference between routing and forwarding. What is routing? Routing is the process of moving data from one device to another device. Operates on the network layer. Work is based on forwarding table. Works on protocols like Routing Information Protocol for routing. What is forwarding? Forwarding is simply defined as the action applied by each router when a packet arrives at one of its interfaces. Operates on the network layer. Checks the forwarding table and work according to that. Works on protocols like UDP encapsulating security payloads. Some other services expected from network layer is error control, flow control, congestion control. Number 4. Transport layer. This layer ensures the reliable delivery of data between two devices on a network. It deals with issues such as segmentation, flow control, error recovery, and retransmission. Remember, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, and UDP, User Datagram Protocol, operate at this layer. This layer end-to-end layer used to deliver messages to a host. It is termed an end-to-end layer because it provides a point-to-point connection rather than hop-to-hop between the source host and destination host to deliver the services reliably. The unit of data encapsulation in the transport layer is a segment. Sum of responsibilities of a transport layer. The process-to-process delivery. End-to-end connection between hosts. Multiplexing and demultiplexing. Congestion control. Data integrity and error correction. Flow control. Transport layer protocols is TCP means Transmission Control Protocol. UDP means User Datagram Protocol. SCTP means Stream Control Transmission Protocol. DCCP means Datagram Congestion Control Protocol. ATP means AppleTalk Transaction Protocol. FCP means Fiber Channel Protocol. RDP means Reliable Data Protocol. RUT means Reliable User Data Protocol. SST means Structured Stream Transport. SPE means Sequenced Packet Exchange. Number 5. Session layer. This layer allows users on different machines to establish active communication sessions between them. It is responsible for establishing, maintaining, synchronizing, terminating sessions between end-user applications. The session layer establishes, manages, and terminates communication sessions between applications. It provides mechanisms for dialogue control, ensuring that data is properly synchronized and organized for end-to-end communication. Number 6. Presentation layer. This layer is responsible for translating data between the application layer and the lower layers. It handles data compression, encryption, and other transformations to ensure that data is presented in a readable format. The presentation layer is also known as the syntax layer. Number 7. Application layer. This layer provides several protocols which allow any software to easily send and receive information and present meaningful data to its users. The following are some of the protocols which are provided by the application layer. This layer is the topmost layer and is closest to the end user. It provides network services directly to end users and application processes. Protocols such as Telnet, DNS, DHCP, FTP, SMTP, HTTP, NFS, SNMP,